next was like a combination of the escoffier concept that we're doing currently and a meal that I actually cooked for Nick. Right when I got diagnosed, he was in Michigan at a golf tournament, and I called him up and gave him the news that, you know, I was just diagnosed with cancer, and he kind of freaked out and decided to drive like 5 hours back from Michigan. And I'm like, dude, I'm at work. Like, why are you driving back? Just play your golf, right? Play your golf tournament. He's like, no, I'm coming back. I'm like, whatever. If you come back, I'll be in the kitchen cooking, so whatever. So he walked in the back door, and he looked like hell. You know, I could tell he hadn't eaten. He had been golfing all morning. He got in his car and drove 5 hours, so I figured he probably hadn't eaten in like 10 hours. So I was like, are you hungry? He's like, yeah, I'm actually starving. I'm like, well, let me cook you something. And I just ripped off like this really classical French duck dish. Like fanned out duck breast with morels, Brussels sprouts. It was like really basic, really French. And as he was eating it, he was like, damn, like why can't we find this anywhere in Chicago? And I'm like, well, we could. He goes, we should open a restaurant like that. And I'm like, that'd be boring. You know, he goes, yeah, but food like this, and like, what if we did like really classical, like, you know, tagliatelle or carbonara or some Sicilian food? And I'd be like, so great, now you want to open a French restaurant and an Italian restaurant? I go, all I really want is ramen. And he goes, well, we could do that too. And I'm like, okay, great, now we're opening 3. And so then we're sitting there and we're thinking about it, and then we go, well, why not make it all the same restaurant? Why not make it Italian for 3 months, French for 3 months, you know, Japanese for 3 months, Thai for 3 months, and that's sort of how the whole thing came about. That was like the foundation of it, and then once we did this like time travel or juxtaposition between traditional and modernity, like we're doing now, the whole concept behind that was, all right, we have a 28-course menu that's highly modern. So in the entire experience, what can we possibly do for one course that would impact you the most? So if you have modern, classic, modern, how does that one classical course in the middle of the meal make the 10 previous courses that you had feel? Does it make them feel more modern? And then the next 10 that you have, does it make them feel less modern? Because at some point you're going to go, holy cow, we just had crazy food, crazy textures on crazy serviceware, and here I am on antique plates eating escoffier food from 100 years ago. And then the next modern course that you get, you go, wait a minute, maybe food really hasn't come that far. And that was kind of the whole idea. All right, let's do this, huh?